my thoughts on what games should be and not what they shouldn't be. My first thought and idea to make games better is telling game companies is to tell game companies not to make games that you cater to fans that don't want you to make them good, but fans that only care about making them bad. I mean, that's in a second. And my second thought of this is that why is it that beautiful female characters you seem to be so afraid of lately? Because it upsets so many type of people. Why do you concern yourself about those type of people? I mean, it's sad when you see a beautiful female character that could still be tough but still be beautiful, or have a busty, or a nice busty, or being a big bust down on who still go kick butt because somebody wants to play has a female character that goes still be a fun character to play has, but you listen to people that tell you need to clean the game up. 3. Game companies need to quit listening to ideals that want you to change this modern ideal in games to be this really bad ideal of watching a bad made game that basically replaces a good character, or even a pretty character, with some ugly ass character that we don't care anything about. I mean, for 6 hours, I don't want to play has an ugly looking female character unless I go upgrade her to look better. I'd rather not basically look at like play as her for 6 hours. And 4, what's the big deal that a guy character could show his pecs and chest off, but a female character shows any amount of skin? Why is that against the law? I mean, not law, but against playing in the game. I mean, I got nothing against video games. In school, you want to change ideas and make everything good and wonderful, but us as gamers, the true gamers that help build your game, I mean, some that grew up playing your games they love playing, shouldn't be told that you listen to these other people that want you to censor down and water down every little thing in the game, to the point that even if you water stuff down, they're gonna find one little bit of your game wrong, and they want you to fix that. Because truthfully, they're never gonna be happy until you clean the game up, and there's nothing there what makes it good anymore. It's just a game that should be rated E for kids, since it seems like that's all they want you to turn the game into. I mean, it's like the idea on Fable 3 and how a lot of the stuff they were talking about during the showcase on this new Fable 3 goal character, and it's like, dude, it's like, why would I want to play as an ugly ass female character for maybe not even for 3 hours that looks so bad looking? It's like, why do we want to play as this character? Can we make her look better? Because if we can't, then either make the game it's an option to make her look like that, or it's just we title it to something where we don't feel like it's a Fable game and something else. And that applies to Grand Theft Auto 6, and hoping they don't change any of it. Because we don't want some watered down Grand Theft Auto game where you're saying it's okay to do the other stuff you could do, but you can't make jokes in there anymore or certain remarks, because part of the game was reflecting how in its own way what a lot of the real world was, and how we do make jokes and so many things and comments shouldn't be removed from the game, because you worry about a bunch of people too soft to handle a few things in a game. I mean, as a gamer, it's just tiring to see the games we love, the things we grew up with, be tossed aside, because this new way of thinking is let's censor everything down to the point it's just not even a game anymore. It's just them saying, well, basically taking this, basically our ideal freedom of speech away, because they would rather just censor it down. I understand they think these ideas are modern, but these ideals are just bad. I mean, but in the 90s, games understood more what they're meant to be. I mean, close to the 2000, but when it hit 2010, we had to get these people telling us how to clean a game or how a female character can look because they feel offensive over it. I mean, we are adults, and if you're pushing that stuff aiming on a kid, especially when they had one about a figurine off the remake of this one Resident Evil game that showed this girl actually being kind of the way she was posed on a sexy way she was posed, and some poster got picky on that. It was like, then don't look at her. If you don't like that stuff, why even look at it? It was just a figurine of a game, and if you get offended over something that small, then why do you even want to look at it? That even applies to video games too. I mean, us true gamers just want video games to go back to what they stood for and what the ideals of what they were. To a lot of people, that games, mature games help us de-stress, to get stuff out. We don't want to get things out for us. But we shouldn't be told we can't have that anymore because they would rather think we gotta push these just any ideal or ugly female characters you're supposed to really kill for, when you just feel like you rather just jump to the classic games that basically the games before you made this like newer one that basically understood more what it was talking about over, and maybe killed what it was standing for over something that's like should just be retitled to something else. That kind of plays into the Seymour reboot. I mean, the Seymour reboot, if they actually killed what the true gamer was and not listen to this one girl telling them that they wanted to water down a game that didn't have gangsters, and it didn't even have anything related to Saint Row, it was just it was just felt like you're playing a different game with the Saint Row title in it. I mean, the whole story and plot was just pretty dang lame. There was nothing behind the characters, and what's the point of playing let's just say you play as a male or female character, no matter what gender you are, and your characters just feel like they're flat out, they didn't even put their mind to something, they just slapped the same old title on it to these new cast of characters that just feel like rejects from the Saint Row game that basically failed to be a gangsters and just basically were hipsters that should stay as hipsters. I mean, what I say is that we should really accept that games sometimes for some people is an outlet. They let us get stuff out of us. But if you go out and basically try, it's sort of the same reason with people playing video games for making their kids doing something bad. I would say, well, if you know the game's mature and it has stuff that they're not old enough to understand, and if you treat a game as a way to teach your kid right and wrong, then maybe you shouldn't buy those games or something that doesn't teach them bad stuff. I mean, in the real world, we want outlets. We want stuff we used to love that don't make us feel like we're just going, what's the purpose of playing them anymore? What I say is this. I mean, we need to get back to the basics and say, what's more in these video game companies need to say, what's more important? Listen to people that pretty much helped us build our company and literally helped us to make improvements, or basically go out and listen to these new fans that want you to just take anything that's good out or female characters out that you really can't understand why you can't play as a beautiful female character in the game anymore because that makes them weak. Then, you know what? Then it makes me question, do they really know that? Can they not understand it's a game? The characters in the game, in the virtual world. And if they cannot understand that, then maybe video games are not their thing and should move on to something else that doesn't have them doing that. What I say is this: we need to get back to basics, and the video companies need to just let this ideas go away and let us replace games back how they used to be and not worry about a group doesn't like something to say, Well, if you don't like it, then maybe you need to make your own game. Then you can make it how you want it, and so let's have our games how we want it. This is my thoughts on video games.